Zach, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. You were fascinated by the helmet cam. Tell me more.
Well, you know, it isn't every day someone. I'm going to help you focus it on me.
All right.
It isn't every day someone interviews you while wearing a helmet cam.
It's
Most
kind of
people
like,
wear them, you know, snowboarding or something.
it's like a one-man band. That way I can get video and audio and focus on you all at the same time.
I like that. I think it's impressive. You should put some cymbals between your knees.
That would get a little too loud, I guess.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the high cost of living, because to me this is kind of a movie that I was almost shocked that you did. What drew you to that film?
I really liked the script. I obviously, you know, when you're an actor and you do the same thing for 8.5 years like I did, you want to show you can do something else as well. I love doing comedy and broad comedy, but this was This is a dramatic movie, and I wanted to show that I could prove to myself, at the very least, that I could pull it off. And I liked the script. I thought the script was really well done and really well written.
And for those that haven't had the chance to see the trailer or read anything about this, why don't you tell us a little bit about the film? It involves a car accident.
It does. It's kind of a tricky movie to talk about without giving away too much plot, because it has a bunch of reveals in it. But it's about a car accident that involves a death, and then about the friendship, the very unlikely friendship that's begun between the two people involved in the car accident. And so in a really bizarre way, it's a love story between two people who are least likely to fall in love.
So I guess you could say almost a positive comes out of a negative.
Yeah, well, yeah, extreme negative. Something horrific and tragic happens, but in a way that life often does, it shifts these two people's lives and actually ends up making them both stronger, better people.
Now, not to be confused by another Canadian film called Crash, where a couple gets off on car accidents.
Yes, we are not getting off on this car accident. It's a very sad movie, but hopefully moving.
Now, why should people go and see this? Because I mean, there are lots of movies open every weekend, but and I could say definitely go and see it because it's an awesome film. But let's hear it from you.
Well, I would say I think people who like what I've done, whether it be Scrubs or Garden State or Last Kiss, know that I try not to do crap. I really turn down things and that I don't think are good, and don't try and be in things that I don't think are good. And so if you've liked the stuff I've done before, I think you can trust me and that you'll like this too. It's not a comedy. I'll make sure you know that. But I think it's very powerful. You know, it is an art independent movie, the kind of thing that it premiered at the Toronto Film Festival. It won best director. Our director won best first time filmmaker for the movie. So it's been getting a lot of attention at festivals. It's premiering at the Tribeca Film Festival in New York. And so if you like more independent festival type movies, I think you'll like this. It's also takes place in Montreal. So it's a movie about Canada. It takes place in Canada.
Now, do you find that a lot of people who have done comedies, such as yourself, are turning to more serious roles now? I mean, a lot of other actors have done that.
Well, I think when you've had success in one thing, it doesn't matter if you're whatever you do in your career, your life. When you do well in one thing, a lot of people have the instinct to say, "Okay, I want to see what else I can take on." If you've got famous and well known for being a dramatic actor, a lot of those people then try and go do comedy. You know, my movie Garden State and Last Kiss have drama and comedy in them, but for the most part, people know me from 8.5 years on Scrubs. And so, yeah, you kind of want to challenge yourself. I had a lot of success in comedy, and I thank the universe for it. But I kind of want to challenge. I definitely, not kind of, I really wanted to challenge myself and see. You know, I read this, I was like, wow, I don't know if I can do a part like that, but I want to see if I could do it.
Absolutely, and wait, I'd be an idiot not to ask you about this because he's in town this week. We're presenting it. Somebody like a Charlie Sheen who does all these weird, wacky things and then takes it on the road as a touring thing. Do you, as a fellow actor, look at that and go, "Hey, way to go! Kudos to you for being able to do that"? Or do you look at it and go, "Wow, that's just crazy pants"?
I don't want to talk too much about it because it's not really. It's not my business to comment. It's not something I would do.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, what other actors have said to us that we've interviewed the last couple of weeks is you almost have to look up at that and say, you know what, everybody looked down on you and thought, wow, that's insane what you did, but then you take it on the road and it's just like, you know what, hey, that's pretty cool.
You know, I think he's a super talented guy. So I hope it all works out for him, because I do think he's, I mean, you look at Platoon and Wall Street, I think he's a tremendously talented actor. I hope it all works out for him.
Hey, I bought tickets.
You're going. Well, you got the helmet
With the helmet cam.
You got to go with the helmet cam.
So what else is next for you? Is there anything else that you could tell us that you're working on? Right?
My first play is going to be produced this summer off Broadway. If any of you Canadians would like to travel down to New York City, it'll be July and August in Manhattan.
Is there nudity?
There's a lot of sexual discussion. And a woman is felt up, but it's underneath the shirt. So if that's okay for you, then yes, there's sex. There's a very sexy 22-year-old prostitute. It's one of the stars.
That's good. There you go.
I mean, she plays a prostitute. We haven't hired a real prostitute. It's definitely a sexy play, but in terms of will you see areola, no. At least we've rehearsed. Maybe when we rehearse and start figuring it out, we might go, we need to see areolas. I don't know.
Nice. Let's end with this, because I know that you're a fan of music.
Yeah.
And we're playing all the hits on KiSS 92.5. What's on your iPad these days? What are you listening to? What do you love? Do you have Bieber fever?
No, I'm sorry. He's one of your Canadian favorites, right? He's like Canada's
Only
own.
Radio station he follows on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sure he's a very nice gentleman. It's just not my cup of tea. But I've been listening to a lot of Mumford & Sons lately, and I'm trying to think of things.
Which sounds like a plumbing company.
What would you play that I might like on KiSS 92?
Lady Gaga.
No.
Katy Perry.
No.
Pitbull.
Don't know who that is.
Let's see here.
Come on, there's going to be something.
Well, we've done the Justin Bieber.
No.
Britney Spears.
I like that first song she did ever, where she was in the schoolgirl outfit and she was dancing in her video. Do you still play that one?
I believe we do, on way back playback weekends.
No, listen, obviously it's a pop.
Hey, do you like the Rebecca Black Friday song? Because that's what we're playing a lot of.
No, you know what I do like, though? Because everyone thought, wow, it can't get much worse than that, right? Mm-hmm. Well, there's a Christian group who's done a Christian version of it.
The Sunday one.
Yeah, and I like to watch videos online that make me fear that the apocalypse is coming.
And it was that. First you thought there was Friday, now there's the Sunday.
Well, that was bad, and then the church one is all about how much this little girl can't wait to go to church. And I'm sure there's plenty of religious kids out there that love church, but I don't think anyone loves it as much as this little girl.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
That was tons of fun.